Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and pardon the echo. I am in my new house surrounded by boxes and craziness and echoes because there are no rugs. So bear with me while this is all still happening. I haven't moved any of my furniture yet. That goes in my office, so everything is literally surrounding me in boxes. But I really wanted to do this video because I usually try to post my BoxyCharm and Ipsy try-ons not long after my unboxing, but today is when it's happening. Sorry it's coming at you so late this month. Also, I did throw in a few extra products to test out in this video, just to add a little bit more fun to the video. This is the final look. We had some hits, we had some misses, we had some real big misses. And if you want to know how everything went on my face, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so the first product I'm going to use today is a primer. I've already done my eyebrows. I used the Precisely My Brow, which I just finished up, so it's going in my empties. The Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil and the ABH Clear Brow Gel. So this primer did come in my BoxyCharm this month. I am very certain that it is because somebody signed up using my referral code. So this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I have never used a makeup product from Dr. Brandt before. So here's what it looks like. It smells very familiar. It smells like something from my childhood, but I don't know what. Maybe like makeup or something I had when I was little. It's a very, very familiar smell. Definitely luminized. I'm not sure if I really believe the Pores No More. I don't really think pore filling and luminizing go hand in hand in a product, but I'm gonna go do my base makeup and then I'll be back. Okay, I have some feelings. Before we get into that, let me tell you what I used. I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. This is a MAC foundation. So when I test a luminizing primer, I usually like to use this one to test it with. I used the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I set under my eyes with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I also used the Absolute New York Banana Powder and finished it all off with the Catrice Dewy Spray. So when I was applying my foundation, I think it was the primer, but something was like pilling up under the foundation and making it like clumpy and gross looking. And my face, like my skin's looked better. Let's put it that way. So for now, I want to try this under other foundations and see if I have a similar issue, because I don't typically have a pilling issue when I put foundation over primer. So I don't know if it was the foundation or the primer. Like I said, let's just try something else now. I have this eyeliner that came in BoxyCharm also. This is the Starlux Black Ultra Luxe Longwear Eye Pencil. It is a retractable pencil. I mean, we do get like a full size. It's not like a little baby amount. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to put some on my waterline and let you know what I think. Okay, I did have to work it a little to get it to show up. And I know BoxyCharm, I think, had this retailed for $19. And I would say it does not perform as a $19 eyeshadow should, if you know what I mean. So I would not recommend this. And now we have, I feel like, what kind of disappointed everyone in this month's BoxyCharm, and that is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 eyeshadow palette. Here is the packaging, and here is the palette. There is only one matte, and it is this color. So immediately in my mind, this is not a palette I will ever use on its own. So I wouldn't use it alone in this video because that would be unrealistic. So I do have the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. This was gifted to me. And while it doesn't have mattes, these are not quite as shimmery as this. So I feel like I might use some of these, because if it is a collection, maybe all the palettes can work interchangeably together. And I know that before I started BoxyCharm, this palette was a palette that came in BoxyCharm. So maybe if you're someone who does have both of these, this is how you could make this palette work. I don't know, I'm just thinking. So I will start with the one matte in the as a transition, and I don't even know if it's gonna show up. It's so light. Okay, so there's like nothing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the 2 palette and go into this shade. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of this shade from the 2. It does not have, neither of these palettes I feel like are heavily pigmented. Okay, now I'm gonna hop back into 3. And the darkest shade here, I'm going to tap out on the outer portion of my lid. And then I'm also going to go into the shade right next to it. Now that's a very pretty shade. I feel like maybe the shimmers in this palette are really pretty, but the mattes are lacking. So now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of the transition and just blend. And now I'm going to go into the 2 palette with this dark shade right here in the outer corner. And then I'm going to use the 1 matte shade in the 3 palette just to buff everything together. I'm going to go back into that dark shade I used under the lower lash line from the Volume 2 palette. And then buff it in with this shade here. Back into Volume 3 with this light shade right here. I'm going to try to put this in the inner corner. Not getting much with a brush. Just try with a finger. Yeah, that works better with a finger. My eyes are really boring me. I'm gonna go in with this top shade up here, maybe in the center. That seemed to bring a little bit more life. Okay, I'm gonna give up. Really not a fan of the palette at all. Just nope. It would be nice to like something in this video. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, I bronzed up with the Catrice Sun Lovers bronzer and the Catrice contouring palette. Now for fun, I thought I'd throw in some extra products that were non-BoxyCharm, and those are a blush and a highlight. The blush I have here is from LA Girl, and this is their Just Blushing blush in the shade Just Playful. It's just like a little magnetic pan. I got this as a free sample from Ulta. Oh look, and it shows on this card that it comes in 16 different shades. It actually looks really pretty. I'm excited. I went a little heavy-handed. It's okay. I really like that. I think that's a really pretty blush. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to figure out the lighting here. This is not going to be permanent, this lighting situation where it's like a shadow on one side. I'm sorry, guys. Work in progress. And then here's the highlight I have. This is for Benefit, and this is the Dandelion boxed. I guess they call it a brightening face powder, but I feel like this is typically used as a highlighter. The only box product I've ever used from Benefit is Hoola, so I'm excited to try this out. It does look really pink, but let's see. I guess we'll see what happens, because this kind of looks like very pink. I thought it was a highlighter. Nope, this is not a highlighter. Oh my gosh, it is pink. Well, gotta even that out. So is this like a glowy blush and I just did not know that? Because I would not be surprised. Okay, so I just double blushed because that's a thing. All right, expert makeup person right here at your service. Well, that made the blush very glowy. I'll have to try to use that in the appropriate way next time. Always learning something new. Oh, she's pink. I just set that all in place with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I have one product left, which I am so scared about. And that is this Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Havana Nights. Should I use a lip liner for this color? Most definitely. Are all of my lip liners still packed and in one of these boxes? Yes. Ooh, it smells really good. I don't remember Ofra having like frosted smelling scents. That smells good. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go for it. Whew. Okay then, well, it looks different. On my lips, it looks like fuchsia-y purpley, and in the tube, it looks like a very deep red, so that's confusing. I have had Ofra lipsticks in the past, but I've never really worn them, so I don't really know how I feel about the formula. I will say right now, like, this feels really lightweight and very comfortable, and I know a lot of people say they really like the formula, so I will give it a try. I don't know. You know what? I may have tried worse colors on this channel before. Worse than this one, so. I would rate the color as medium, but let's do a quick roundup of everything I tried today. First is this Dr. Brandt primer. Let me tell you, my skin looks dry. And typically with the Makeup Revolution foundation, if I use a hydrating primer under it, I don't look crusty. So something tells me this is not the best, but I'll see. I'll try it under different foundations and see how I feel about it. This Starlux eyeliner is definitely overpriced. I mean, I feel like it's already fading in my waterlines, and I haven't had it on that long. Sorry, but I really don't like this eyeshadow palette. Those shimmers are very pretty. So I feel like if you are doing a look and you're wanting to reach for one shimmer color and you're like, oh right, I have that palette, those are pretty shimmers, let me pop a shimmer on. That's the only thing I can really see this being used for. Our non-BoxyCharm products, our double blush day. I thought both of these are really good, the LA blush and the Dandelion. Just another day in the life of craziness. And then finally the Ofra lipstick. Yeah, I mean, it's almost completely fully dried down. And that is it for my very first product testing in this house full of echoes. Let me know, have you guys tried any of these products? How did they work for you? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!